Hello and welcome back to the channel. Game week 12 of the Premier League is back. Let's get our predictions, but first, let's have a look at last week's results, see how well we done, and also excuse this terrible haircut. I've not had it cut in weeks. Lockdown has taken its toll on my head. I apologise. Let's get on with today's video. So before we start today's video, as always, let's get into last week's predictions and see how well we've done. Also, guys, before we start, we are almost so close to 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. So if you guys are new around here and not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Notification bell if you'd like to, but please, guys, consider subscribing if you are enjoying the content so far throughout the year that we've just had. Been an amazing year, almost 1,000 subscribers. But we are so close. So if you guys could subscribe, that would mean a massive amount. Anyway, Burnley versus Everton. I said a 2-0 Everton win. It was a 1-1 draw. Interesting, I thought Burnley would have lost to Everton, done well to get a home draw there. Man City beat Fulham 2-0, I said they'd win 3-0, so very close. West Ham, I said would beat Man United 2-0. We had a great game, our first half, we should have been 3-0 up, really. We ended up losing 3-1 though, which is not the best. But I mean, their first goal was technically out the pitch, VAR. Could have done something, maybe not, it depends what the angle was looking like. But yeah, West Ham missed a lot of chances in that first half. Should have done a lot better. And a 3-1 loss isn't really justifiable for our first half performance, but our second half performance was pretty poor. We sat back and yeah, let Man U attack and they scored 3 goals from it. Chelsea versus Leeds, I said 2-1 Chelsea win. It was in fact a 3-1 Chelsea win, so close against the correct scoreline. Now, West Brom and Palace, I said 0-0. It turned out to be a 5-1 Crystal Palace win, which is not exactly what I thought would happen. But I was close, I guess. You could say I was close. Sheffield United versus Leicester onto page 2 here. It's a 2-0 Leicester away win. It was a 2-1 Leicester away win. Once again, so close to the correct scoreline. And of course, the North London derby, Spurs 2-0 versus Arsenal. Correct scoreline, correct position. Absolutely nailed that one. Liverpool versus Wolves, I said 1-0 for some reason. Not sure why. It was a 4-0 Liverpool home win. They smashed Wolves completely. Brighton versus Southampton. It was a 2-1 Southampton win. We said a 1-0 Southampton win, got the correct scoreline there. And of course the other game, which was I think was Newcastle and somebody else. Obviously that game didn't happen, so that scoreline is null and void. But anyway, those are our 9 predictions. Done pretty well. Got a lot of the results right. Not too many of the scorelines. But overall, a successful week. Now on to this week's games. We have got to kick off. We have got Leeds versus West Ham. Now I've gone for a 2-1 away West Ham win. Obviously, I predict West Ham to win pretty much every week, unless we're playing a top 6 side. Although, to be fair, I thought we'd beat Man U last week. But West Ham 2-1 Leeds. I think West Ham could do it. We're having a very good season so far. Should have probably got more points than what the board says. I feel like the points on the table have kind of lied a little bit. We've played better than what some of those results have been. So I think a 2-1 West Ham win is feasible. Leeds do look good, but I'm hoping that West Ham can beat newly promoted side Leeds and get some nice 3 points this weekend. Starting tomorrow, actually. It's not even the weekend, it's a Friday match. So hopefully, kickstart the weekend off well with West Ham 2-1 win there. Wolves versus Villa. I've gone for a home Wolves win. I always predict Villa to lose and they always win. So they'll probably beat Wolves this weekend. But I've gone for a 2-0 home Wolves win after losing 4-0 to Leicester. Liverpool, sorry. They probably want to come back and get some 3 points. So I've gone for a 2-0 Wolves win. Interesting to say I do about Jimenez up front. Obviously that nasty injury the other week. But I think a 2-0 Wolves win versus Villa seems likely in my head. Newcastle versus West Brom. This screams to me one of the later match of the day games. I've gone for an away win, actually. Gone for a West Brom 1-0 win versus Newcastle. For some reason, Newcastle don't stand out. Their result this weekend, I haven't played last weekend, so they've got 2 weeks off. So they might be a bit rusty, but I've gone for a 1-0 West Brom win. I think West Brom will scrap a goal somewhere and hold on for the clean sheet and get a nice away win to kickstart their season, hopefully for them. Man U versus Man City, by far the biggest game of this weekend, the Manchester derby. I think Man City have got too much for Man U. Man U do show up in a few big games. They do show up when they need to. But I think I've gone for a 3-1 Man City win. Man City look decent. Obviously beat Fulham 2-0, pretty much not even out of first gear. But I've gone for a 3-1 City win. I think they'll get Man United pretty easily on the weekend. Everton versus Chelsea. I would say one of the most interesting fixtures. 2 teams that look decent, have been decent on paper, have performed well recently, but they're kind of both unpredictable. It's kind of hard to see where their season's actually going to go. I know Chelsea have got... Are Chelsea top of the league? Chelsea are 3rd in the table. They were top of the league with a game, and obviously a game over the other clubs. Only 2 points off the top, which is a great job from Lampard. I know he spent a lot of money, but he's got a bit of criticism recently. But I've gone for a 1-0 Everton home win, actually. I think Chelsea will lose to Everton. Don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. Both teams got a lot of creativity, which tends to mean low-scoring games sometimes. So I've gone for a 1-0 Everton win. I just think that Everton at home will beat Chelsea 1-0. Southampton versus Sheffield United coming up next. We have gone for a 3-1 Southampton win versus Sheffield United. Sheffield United are rock bottom of the table, I'm pretty sure. Let me check, they still are. They still are rock bottom. They've lost their last 5 matches. They have 1 point in the league. They're more down than Fulham are down. If you guys have watched this series so far, you know that I think Fulham are down. But I think Sheffield United are finally down. I've gone for a 3-1 home Southampton win. Danny Ings to score every single goal, even for them. But I've gone for a 3-1 Southampton win. I think they'll do it easily. I think Sheffield United will probably just roll over and concede 3 goals quite early on. Palace versus Spurs. I've gone for a 3-1 Spurs win. I think Spurs are, I don't want to say it, but I think they're favourites for the title. I think them and Liverpool are head-to-head for the title. They play each other in a couple of weeks' time. That game is massive for each team's title chances. I've gone for a 3-1 Spurs win. Like I said, 3-1's a very common theme this week. I've just noticed 3-1 is very, very common this week. But I think Palace look okay. Obviously, they beat West Brom 5-1. West Brom aren't the best side in the league, but they do look decent going forwards. But I think Spurs just look dangerous. Counter-attack, keeping possession, defensively, clean sheets all last 4 games. I think they'll break that record soon, and they have no clean sheet this weekend with a 3-1 win. But I think 3 goals for Spurs, Harry Kane and Son just firing them away, really. Fulham versus Liverpool. Oh, sorry. Why am I not speaking today? Fulham versus Liverpool. I've gone for a 3-1 away win once again, another 3-1. Liverpool look good. Fulham pretty much are down in my eyes. I'm not sure if they're in the bottom 3 anymore, actually. They are 4th from bottom. However, Burnley have got a game in hand, so they can go into the bottom 3. They're on 7 points, only 1 point clear of the safety drop. But I think Fulham long-term will be going down. I've gone for a 3-1 Liverpool win. Liverpool too strong for Fulham. Too strong for a team like Fulham. I think Scott Parker's done a good job of what he's got, but I don't think he can keep them up, really. 3-1 Liverpool. I think that's pretty much a straightforward game for this weekend. Leicester versus Brighton. I've gone for a 1-0 Leicester win. Leicester don't look amazing. They are 4th, though. It's weird. They are 4th place in the league. They don't look incredible. I think they'll get a 1-0 grinding win out of Brighton. I think 3rd from last on Match of the Day here. And the 2nd from last Match of the Day game, and of course last on our weekly predictions, is Arsenal versus Burnley. Now, Arsenal 15th, which is crazy. Burnley at 18th, which is not crazy. I mean, the last couple of seasons have been good, but it's not where they should be compared to last seasons. I've gone for a 1-1 draw, actually. I don't know why. I just don't think Arsenal look like scoring. Arsenal just look like conceding goals. Burnley don't really score many. Burnley don't concede many. Well, they have. They do traditionally. Sorry. So I've gone for a 1-0 Arsenal versus Burnley draw. I think Arsenal are struggling. I'm not sure how long Arteta's got left in the job. I think the fans will stick by him for now. Arteta out is trending on Twitter every match day. But I think for now, his job is safe. But I think a 1-0 draw versus Burnley could sink him further into the danger zone of being sacked this season. But that is this week's predictions. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think. Like I say, please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you all next week for Game Week 13, is it? Game Week 13? Yeah, Game Week 13, where we see some massive, massive games. See you later, guys.